Alright guys, what's up? This is SonicSol here. Time to do a matchup chart for Striker. You already know what it is. I've been playing Striker for the past 2 betas and for the first week. I know it's early. I don't care. With the tournaments that have passed by so far and with the amount of playtime that I have, I'm deity now. I've played this game for mad long. I think it's time we talk about this. What are Striker's best matchups or worst matchups to skip? Right the fuck into it. Great matchups. That means the matchups that I love fighting. Grappler is like Striker, except slower. Bad movement speed, barely any buttons. The armor loses to lows, so you just 2B and you punish him. He has a really good jump S that he could charge, but against Striker, because her 2B low profiles, you can trip guard the hell out of that normal. Of course, when he gets in, it's a hard time, but you have tools to kind of like out footsie him and whiff punish him, because a lot of his buttons, like his 5B, has a lot of recovery. Vanguard, while you would think he would be a bad matchup for Striker, I think you have a lot of options against his horizontal attacks. I think his 5S, his 5A, you could go under. His 5B, while it covers both like in front of him and above him as an anti-air, has a lot of recovery, so you just whiff punish the fuck out of that. When he does 2B, you dive it because it has a lot of recovery too, and then he just dies. His DP is not even a true DP, it's an anti-air, so you just crouch underneath it and punish him. Like, Vanguard fucking sucks. Like, for what it's worth, like, Vanguard, a good Vanguard will play proper neutral and stop you from approaching, but like, usually 9 times out of 10 when I fight a Vanguard player, I have nothing to worry about. I literally have nothing to worry about. I can kind of like out footsie him, but I do understand that it's kind of hard to fight a character with long range buttons. I just feel as though with Striker's 2B and her 6S, those 2 options are capable of whiff punishing him very frequently. And the dive whiff punishing both his 2B and his 5B in some cases is also really good. Inquisitor is not bad, but Inquisitor has 850 health, and her normals aren't the best. She does have good mobility, and the fire Molotov is hard to deal with. But you can actually whiff punish her pretty decently because of her long recovery on her normals. They don't even go that far. The other thing, too, about the character is that when she does the wheel, both against the Molotov and the wheel, you have a frame 1 punish with your 6 MS, which stops her from just using those tools. And then you get a counter hit conversion. She kind of has to rely on her normals and her air MS to kind of like stop you from approaching with dive. And even then, like if she does air MS as a read, you just dash up and you do easy input DP. And then she just loses, right? I think the main thing is you can't let her get started. Like you can't let her get started and get her 5 MS on you, like, and you block it, because then at that point, then she's in and she can stack up the guard damage, and when she's on top of you, it becomes a problem. Aside from that, I think it's pretty good to fight Inquisitor. Like, again, her normals don't go as far as Vanguard or most of the other characters here, and they don't have a lot of great recovery, and you have tools to stop both the Molotov and the Flaming Whirl Raw. I think Ghostblade's pretty even because he doesn't have a reversal. First of all, you have the infinite, right? If you see Ghostblade throw out the slow ass ghost that does 3 attacks and you dive kick that and you fucking go for the infinite, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm not gonna front. But infinite aside, I'm not gonna consider that. Your 2B goes underneath a lot of his horizontal buttons, like his 5A and his 5B, I believe. He kind of can do his jump MS to kind of bait your forward approach, but then, like I said with Inquisitor, if you stop it with your easy DP, then he gets conditioned and he has to start by stopping your run-ups, and that's when you read it and then whiff punish with 2B. It's a very interesting matchup. You also have to be careful for him doing dash up 2A. His dash up 2A is very fast. Same with his 2B. Like his 2B will stop you from both running up and from using your 2B, and then that's when you dive. Like there's a RPS there that can be had. The teleport in the neutral is probably the biggest thing you have to worry about. But even then, it's like, it's not too bad. Like, you can fight this character very well. I think Lost Warrior, he also doesn't have a reversal, and his counter is blown up by lows. A lot of Lost Warrior right here of fighting this character is about patience. He has the fucking beam that he puts on top of you that tracks you, but his mobility is mad slow because he can't really move that far. He instead has to use like his, I think it's his 5 MS or whatever his cross-up teleport is. I think with his zoning, like, you have to actually use the guard button to like you know, run and then stop immediately to block, right? I think a lot of his tools are gimmicks, and when he's on top of you, he doesn't really have a way to stop your DP. I probably would even think about putting Lost Warrior in Great, because his mobility is so slow, while our mobility is faster, and again, he doesn't have a reversal, and he doesn't have a proper counter that he can use, and his normal, he has a 10-frame normal. He has a really slow jab, so he can't even contest very easily. Yo, he actually has a hard time now that I think about it. I'm putting him in Great because there's not really much he could do. He has to zone you and keep you out. And once you're on top of him, he can't do anything because he doesn't have a way to check you. At least Ghostblade has some way of checking you, and his mobility's fine. Yo, Lost Warrior kind of sucks. At least Ghostblade has speed and decent normals to keep you at bay. But damn, Lost Warrior sucks ass. I think I'm going to put Launcher in good. Launcher is so fucking like fun to fight against because it's just a matter of reading when they do 5A. When Launcher tries to zone you, you just 6S on reaction, and then you get a combo, and now she's in the corner, and then you safe jump her DP, and it's like it doesn't matter. Launcher literally does not like have any real way to keep Striker off of her. Now that I think about it, all she has is 5A and 5AA to stop you from rolling. But if you delay your dive, you punish that. If you whiff punish her, she gets punished for doing her 5A. Like, she really doesn't have much. And then anytime you see her do 5AA into any of her projectiles, she just loses. I don't think it's a terrible matchup because at least she has a reversal. And when she's on top of you, she does have like guard break pressure because she has the nuke that she could set play you with. But like, if you ever get in that situation, like, it's because you didn't stop the 5A like RPS. It's literally like the only thing. I have no like qualms fighting against Launcher. Yeah, I think Launcher up close is a little scary. It's not as scary as our guard break pressure, and even then, like, she has to work to get there. Meanwhile, all I need to do is react to one projectile, and now I'm comboing her. I think Kunoichi is definitely even. She has tools to stop us from doing run-up DP. She has the 5MS to bait you because she could double jump, and she could bait your DP. She's not like other characters where once you see them jump, you just run up and DP them. Kunoichi can bait you. Her zoning, you just, again, you 6MS on reaction to it because she does kunais, right? So you just 6MS on that. Her buttons are about the same as yours where they're like mid-range-ish. So you kind of have to like whiff punish it or dive to beat it. A lot of the other times, she's just going to try to zone you and then teleport to run away from you. That's really what the matchup comes down to. Because aside from that, there's not really much else. Like, she's not doing anything to you. I feel like the problem with fighting Dragon Knight is that she has that fucking bat move. The 2-3-6-D is the bat move, right? The one where it's full screen and she swings it. That move is frightening. Like, you could roll it, but it's so active. So it might catch you. I feel like she's bad. Dealing with her otherwise, like, it's the same with Kunoichi. Literally, like, the 2-3-6 MS is the one thing that is very hard to play around because of how active it is. You can kind of fight the dragon because when she sends it out, you can attack it, and then she has to like figure out how to like actually pressure you outside of that. But now that I think about it, like when she does the jump air dash into the fireball, I think that's actually obnoxious because she could do the fireball after she air dashes. Now that I think about it, and she could punish you for DPing, just like Kunoichi. But unlike Kunoichi, she could jump, air dash, right? And then throw the fireball, or just jump, throw the fireball. And because your DP is horizontal, you have to be right on the read. Hitman is bad. The normals, man. Like, trying to fight this character, and he's just doing dash jab, it's very hard to fucking, like, hit. It's very hard to fucking whiff punish him. Yeah, having a guard crush him and kill him before awakening is mad annoying. Once he gets awakening, you can't stop him because he gets a safe DP like you. And his DP is much better than yours in awakening because it covers in front of him and he gets the boys to come out after and fucking just attack and make it safe. His 2B stops everything you do, save dive kick. And if you try to dive, he just does reaction jump A, jump B. It's like mad annoying, bro. Like, Justin Wong was doing that shit to me. Dash DP in between the gap of him doing the DP into Awakening? Man, get the fuck out of here. You're not doing that shit consistently. This shit is so hard. Nah, this matchup is bad, bro. I'm not doing that. This matchup is fucking trash. I feel like this matchup isn't even bad. I feel like this matchup is garbage. And I'm putting it in trash. This matchup is fucking trash. He stops your dive kick. He stops your run-up approach. He stops your fucking... Like, his 5A is mad good, bro. Nah, fuck that. This matchup is trash. Get the fuck out of here. At least Ranger isn't as bad. When you fight him, you can fucking at least go through his projectiles with 6 MS. But he could do 2S. He has the gun raid too. That's the fucked up part. But you can react to the gun raid with 6S. Like, it's not so bad. Like, you can react to both his 2B and 5B and his gun raid with 6 MS. And then you could dash and punish him with 5B because it wall bounces. Same with the grenade. If he does grenade and you do 6 MS, it stops that too. Like, you have a lot of options to stop him, but you have to be mad patient against this character. Like, he just, if you are impatient, he just punishes you and it's a wrap. If you fuck up at all, he just fucking sends you to the corner and now you have to take a fucking mix up with the grenade. And he doesn't have to dash up, so he avoids your DP. I think this is bad. I don't think it's unfightable though. I think Swiftmaster is such an annoying matchup. I think once Swiftmaster puts the fucking Gucci belt up, it's over. Now you may be thinking, alright, well, if he does 5B or he does the Gucci belt and he runs towards you, you can do 2B to punish him, right? Then it's like he rolls and then you die. He rolls and then you die. It's like, why? It's so fucking cancer. Like, I know how to fight Swiftmaster, but it doesn't mean like it's good because his optimal combo does like 50% on you, and you're a 950 health character. Yeah, his 6C is the only move that's punishable, and even then, he could choose not to do it. He could choose to just be like, I'm just gonna Gucci belt instead. And now I'm gonna do the 6C. You literally cannot contest this character very easily. You'll die otherwise. At least 2B in the 5S is disjointed, so you won't get hit by the tornado if he blocks it, but it's still trash, man. All he has to do is just put up swords and then you lose. He just puts up swords and he rolls and you just lose. He puts up the green shells and it's a wrap. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you could use Striker to counter Swiftmaster, but I don't think it's free. Like, I don't see how Goichi says that this matchup, like, you could counter Swiftmaster with Striker when all Swiftmaster has to do is fucking put the swords up and roll. Your dive could also stop it, but like, you're just asking to die because if you fuck up, the swords hit you and then you just fucking lose 50%. So nah, this is trash to me. Troubleshooter's also bad. When you fight against this character, his buttons are just immense to deal with in the neutral. And his grenade is also very annoying. You could 6 MS through that, and you could also try to trip guard his jump B with 2B, but there are so many instances where his jump B, because it hits so low below him, it actually punishes you for trying to do 2B against him. His DP is probably one of the best in the game with the amount of pushback it has, but you can punish it with 6S, so it's not so bad. The thing is, if you fuck up against Troubleshooter, that's an immediate like 30-40% in the fucking mix with the fucking trap. Outside of that, it's about navigating his normals. You could 2B underneath, I think, what is this, his 5B? But it's just so hard. Like, fighting him, you have to roll against some of the shit that he's doing. Because there's no easy answer. And he could trap your roll with 2A. So you have to be careful. Berserker might be trash because 5B. The suck into the wall bounce into the follow-up, he has so many ways to stop your approach. You have to dive him. You actually can't really play him in the neutral because he has all these different tools to kind of stop you. If he sucks you in, it's over. His DP is so annoying because it sucks you in. When he does his jump MS, it hits in front and behind him. You can punish him if he hits you and it's behind him. Like if he tries to attack you and it jumps over you. But like, it's so hard. You can punish him with your 5A. That jump MS is so shit. Like, it's so shit to deal with. And his fucking buttons, bro. Like, his buttons are too hard to deal with. Because 5B, oh my god. 5B stops your approach. What is the other button? That 2B is mad nice. Jesus Christ, man. It's so hard to deal with. Yeah, his DP's active for mad long. I think the biggest thing is just trying to engage with Berserker in the neutral. Like, it's just not plausible. Crusader, when he fucking puts the armor up, you actually have ways to beat it because you could do 2A conversion. You could punish his armor, and then you get a big combo for that. If he does the jump javelin, you could actually do also 6MS conversion and then punish him. I think you could DP him for his armor because it's only one hit, and your DP is multiple hitting. And then you could cancel it. No, you might actually do well because he can't just armor you for free. And his DP is armor. It's not even... His DP's armor is not even fully invincible, so you could fucking OS and grab him. And then Crusader, like Vanguard, yo, I forgot. Their hurt box is taller than everybody else. So you get instant overheads on them because they're so tall. So you get instant overhead JB, dive, JA, reverse B. Like, that shit to me is wild. Nah, this might be a good matchup. And you can punish his normals because they have mad recovery. I think it's 5A. If he does that shit, you just 2B underneath it. I also forgot that his DP has so much startup. The only thing is you can't get hit. If you get hit, you lose. If you get hit, you absolutely lose. Enchantress. I haven't played many Enchantresses, so I can't really give you a great opinion. I couldn't tell you where I would put Enchantress. I would imagine that this matchup is odd because she has the vines, so you can't just 6MS that on reaction. I need to fight against her more because nobody's really playing this character. She's like the only matchup where I couldn't tell you where I would put her. But everybody else, I have a very good idea of where it is. I cannot honestly say anything because I need to play against people who play this character. Like, I have to fight more in this matchup because no one is really playing this character outside of like Marlin Pie and Diaphone. I don't run into anybody online who plays this character, so I cannot give an actual opinion about this. If I were to give like my thoughts or like theory fight, you can't really 6MS because of the vines, and her zoning is actually pretty good. You could 6MS to react, but she also has ways to trap you with the bear. I just need to play against this matchup more. That's the only character I'm like unsure of because no one's really playing her right now. I think we'll need time with Enchantress, but everybody else I'm kind of confident about. I feel like she has a pretty decent matchup spread, all things considered. She could fight a good majority of characters in the cast. Like, even though Swiftmaster to me is trash, I feel confident at least knowing like some of the RPS. It's just after you know that, it becomes difficult. She has a really decent matchup spread. She's not terrible. She's definitely like in contention to be a really strong character. If you guys like this matchup chart, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with my thoughts? Do you not agree with my thoughts? What about Striker and some of these matchups do you think is good for the character or not? Let me know down below. And thumbs up the video, like it, and please sub to my channel for more DNF content, and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.